Okay guys, I got an issue with our water heater. It stopped producing hot water yesterday afternoon, and this water heater is about it last April. This is March 2020. It's almost a year old. I already have changed the pressure relief valve. It was leaking, and now it's not heating the water. Well, it heats for a little while, and I'll show you guys exactly what it's doing. It's an induced water heater. Give you guys the model number. Let me show you guys what it's doing. Let me turn the gas on. First, get some gas flowing. I'll put it on hot. Turn it on. I mean, it's gonna light immediately. Draft motor is on. Got a good flame. I'm gonna watch it here for a minute and see how long it takes. So I'm gonna fast forward to this part of the video because I'm not sure how long it runs before it gives off the code. Uh-oh, shut down. I'm hoping the flame sensor needs cleaning and fix our issue. But if that's not the case, we're gonna fix it no matter what. Still not producing the code yet, so I'm pretty sure it's trying to cycle. It's trying to come on. Okay. Turn it on. The inducer draft motor never stopped running, guys. Still going. Uh-oh. Flame is going out again. So no flame again, and it hasn't flown the code yet. So once again, bear with me guys. I'm trying to see. No code yet. I hear another click. You got flame again. Flame's going out again. I'm pretty sure this is the last cycle. I don't know if it's gonna cycle again. So if I heard the click again, got flame. The inducer motor has not stopped running, guys. It's turned off again, so it's running for about a minute and 40 seconds, a little bit under 2 minutes. And see what we get. Let's see if it throws the code this time. Chest down. Inducer draft motor's down. Now we're throwing the code, guys. The 17-minute mark of this video of me starting it. It throws the code. We'll get 6 flashes and 3 pauses. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 flashes. Okay, we have 6-1 flash, 3-second pause, failed trial for ignition, insufficient gas. Okay, the status problem, failed trial for ignition, probable cause, insufficient gas supply. We have sufficient gas. Unstable pilot, not sure. Carbon buildup around electrode, so we're gonna hopefully that's the case for the flame sensor. It says check gas supply, replace pilot as the solution. So hopefully we clean that with an emery cloth or some sandpaper, get that flame sensor clean, and hopefully that'll solve our problem. Okay guys, we found out that the hot water tank was still under warranty, which is great. And we called and they asked, was the hot water tank installed professionally, or did someone was installed in-house by the owner? And we told them that I installed it. So the reason they asked that option, because if it was installed professionally, they were going to send a tech out to diagnose the problem and fix it. Or if it was installed by the owner itself, the homeowner, or in-house, they sent us a part. They asked, they kind of troubleshooted with you over the phone, and I told them what was happening and gave them the code, and it immediately told me that I had to change the pilot. And they sent the part out, got here in 2 days, and this is the part that we have to change. Say it was a simple change, and it also comes with instructions. It's the replacement kit for, this is what they sent us out. Got a gasket here. Pilot. So we're gonna go, and some new screws. So we're gonna go replace these parts, and we're gonna go step by step through everything, and hopefully this solves our problem. Okay guys, here's some tools you're gonna need on standby. A T20 Torx socket or driver, Phillips screwdriver, but I got the filler bit as well for my drill. A wire brush, some needle nose pliers, got some regular pliers on standby, 3/4 inch wrench, 7/16 inch wrench, and that should be it for this job. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do, if you haven't already, is, of course, this has been sitting up since it hasn't been operable for some days. It's been sitting up for some days, so the water is cold inside of here. Gas has been turned off. Horizontal is off. Vertical, of course, is on. The unit has been unplugged, and you want to remove the jacket door. I've already done that. Super simple, just kind of squeeze in on it and pull it down and out. Release these tabs, kind of squeeze in on it. So, I'll put my camera on the tripod, and I'm gonna start disassembling this thing. And of course, you want to make sure this is turned off. I'll turn the dial down. Doesn't matter about the dial, but make sure the switch is in the off position. I'm gonna take a 17th inch wrench and move this out of our way too. Move this connector out of our way. Well, we can move all of them out of our way. Move this guy from off the supply tube. 7/16 wrench for the pilot line. Okay, use a 3/4 inch wrench for this supply tube. Now we use our T20 Torx driver to remove these screws from the exhaust cover. Now we should be able to pull the assembly right out. And kind of clean this thing up. Got the new gasket for this manifold cover. We got all new clips. Take a Phillips screwdriver and remove this screw. Guys, you want to make sure you're using the right size screwdriver because you can possibly strip that screw out. It's in there pretty good due to probably the heat. So you make sure you use the right driver to fit directly inside that screw. Otherwise, you risk stripping that screw out and then you got a problem. Let's remove this screw. This Phillips screw here that holds the pilot to the burner bracket. Make sure you guys watching how it goes in. There's a hole here, so you can't mess it up as far as direction. You can't install this incorrectly, guys, because there's a slot for this prong right here that's sticking out this metal. Goes in like this. So before we remove the pilot, let's just put the new one on really quick. There's two screws. They're actually the same size for the bracket and the pilot itself. Okay, let's remove the pilot itself. Just using the Phillips screwdriver I got on standby. Pushing it in through the front way. And bend these lines out straight. We ain't gotta straighten them all the way up, just kind of work them through here. Okay, we got the old pilot removed. Okay, let's get the new pilot installed. Guys, okay, before I move along with the installation of this pilot, I bent it as close as I could to the old one so it can go in the exact same way. Come on, if you look at both pieces, just kind of pull this down closer to where this one was at. Make that bend so it can be kind of exactly the same when I install it. So super easy to do. The next thing we're gonna do, I want to kind of clean this old gasket off, guys. So I'm gonna use this wire brush. Don't want to use no kind of chemicals, guys, when cleaning that door off. If the gasket was glued on, if it just comes off easily, that's fine. But try to remove some of this old adhesive and get this old gasket off. And I know one thing I'm gonna have to redo because there's no slits in the new gasket. That'll help me get over this, and I don't want to cut into it. So just gonna take these two screws out real quick. Tube supply line, we're gonna take these out really quick. So we can get the gasket, so the gasket can go on easily. So let me get that cleaned off. Guys, here's the perfect time to clean that viewing glass off with just some regular water. Okay, let's expose the adhesive by removing the plastic film from off the gasket so we can install it. We want to stick it directly onto the manifold door. But first, let's install the pilot. Feed the pilot supply line and the electrical connector through the opening as shown. Press the head of that gasket into the door. This may be a little difficult, so you can possibly put some soap around it so it'll help you press that gasket into the door. But I managed to get it fairly easy. Okay, let's install the gasket. Okay, let's install the burner supply tube back into the burner. Okay, get the gasket installed, the burner tube supply installed. Let's install our pilot back to the burner bracket with these small screws. Guys, you can't mess up installing. There's a notch, as you can see as well, for this burner, for the pilot to sit in the burner bracket. You can see right there, there's a little prong sticking out of the bracket that goes into this notch, and put the Phillips screwdriver in there. Gasket installed. Both supply tubes are tightened down, and now we're going to, you know what we're going to do first, guys? We're going to clean out inside of here with a vacuum cleaner, just for any debris. As you can see, there's some debris in there. This is your chance to kind of clean out inside of the burner housing. So let's get the vacuum. I already have the vacuum ready, so we're going to use that. We're going to kind of vacuum inside of here. They gave us new speed clips, guys. You can see right here. So we'll remove these speed clips. There's 4 of them, and install the new ones they gave us. That's right here. Okay, we got all 4 of them removed. Let's install the new ones. Pretty easy. If I didn't show, guys, they go in like this. The long part goes to the back. Wait, goes in the inside. We have 2 new brackets to secure. Okay, guys, let's install the burner assembly. Comes with 4 new screws, so you want to put them in there, the torque screws. Okay, guys, you want to make sure they're tightened down. You don't want to over tighten them because the screw will actually strip out that speed clip. So be careful tightening them down. Let's assemble everything on the outside. Guys, you want to install everything back as you removed it. You want to make sure this is in here, going in here straight. You don't want to strip the screw out. You want to shape it so the access door goes on. These wires here. Okay, we'll install, guys. Pretty simple job. It's just about being cautious and taking your time. So we're gonna plug everything back up, turn on the gas, and see what we got. Okay guys, we're about to start up. Before I install the jacket door, make sure I got a good flame down there, and I'm gonna turn the dial to low. We're gonna turn this thing on and see what we get. Let's turn this light off. All right, we're on. We got gas turned on. I got some soap and water only to check for gas leak. Okay, we're ignited to check for a gas leak at these lines. Trust me, you can tell if they leaking. That bubbles, those bubbles will go to foaming out. Looks like we all good on the gas line leak. Okay, so now guys, you can just turn it up to your desired temperature, and you've completed or installed your new pilot assembly. So, okay guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified when I upload new content. I upload content of something, everything. I got a bunch of amazing stuff coming up, guys. So please subscribe to the channel. Terrence, and I'm out. Okay guys, this is the very next day, or the next evening, after I've done all the work, and we got great hot water and everything's working perfectly. So I just want to show you guys this. And once again, okay guys, I also want to know that when I first started up, after maybe about 20 or 30 minutes, it started to smell like something was burning. It's absolutely normal. It's the actual, it's the new parts kind of maybe possibly burning off chemicals. But it's normal, as long as you don't see any smoking or nothing. And today, well, within like maybe 3 or 4 hours, the smell was it dissipated. So today is nothing. Just want to note on that.